It's the only time I feel like that. I want to be happy, so I never want to stop eating, even when I'm full. I push myself to finish off the food that I have. So once I have what I want, I'm going to eat it all no matter what. And I've never been able to change it.
My body hurts, and the stuff I have to go through just to have a normal day is painful on every level.
And so I live in despair. At the size that I'm at now, I can still get around, but it's difficult. I feel pain in all parts of my body. I'm exhausted all the time.
Guess what's cooking? Irene talks about how life's a big hustle because of her size. Trying to do everyday things has become a major production, and she leans on family and friends for almost everything. Still, she's rocking some independence, fighting to do as much as she can on her own, like personal hygiene. Buckle up, it's about to get even more real as we dive into her shower routine.
My daily life is such a struggle now because of how my size have gotten. It's hard for me to do things because of my weight. So I rely on my family and friends to help me do what I have to do. Even with all the weight I have on me now.
You won't believe this bit. Battling through the daily scrub routine, Irene shares the sweaty details of trying to stay clean. Doubling down on showers to fight the funk, she struggles to keep up with her own body's demands, admitting it's a real workout. Hang tight, the saga continues as she talks about her new roomies.
When you're my size, you have so many areas you have to keep clean. I get out of breath and it's very painful. So I can barely handle finishing, so I'm never fully clean because I can't do it all at once. I really have to take a shower like twice a day in order to get very clean.
Next up, the roommate shuffle. Unable to fend for herself anymore, Irene's shacked up with her son, niece, and daughter-in-law. It's a full house with a full-on dependence drama due to her health woes linked to her size. Next, we're diving into her favorite part of the day, mealtime.
Right now, I'm staying in an apartment with my son and my niece and my daughter-in-law. I had to move in with them because I wasn't able to take care of myself anymore. Usually, it's my niece Mimi or my caretaker Cameo that has to help me most. I try to limit it to getting me what I need.
Feast your eyes on this. Food is pretty much the highlight of Irene's day. She waxes poetic about the joy of eating, while her niece and a pal play short-order cooks, whipping up whatever she craves. But don't wander off. See what happens when her niece brings in the big guns, aka food.
You know, eating is what I do most of the day. It's the only thing to bring me the pleasure that I want. It's what I look forward to constantly. Either Trina or my niece will give me my first meal of the day. They know what I like and they just bring it to me. Come in.
Hey, I'm here to bring the chicken.
Yes.
Grab your popcorn, here comes the food fight. When her niece brings the grub, there's a bit of a tussle over the sheer amount Irene's about to demolish. She loves her food solo, no chit-chat, just chow down. But wait, there's more. Watch as she spills the beans on her food love affair.
Trina and my niece Mimi both give me a hard time when they bring me what I want.
So you mean to tell me you finna eat all this chicken? You wanted all this? Irene, really?
But what I'm eating, I just want to be left alone to eat. I don't want to hear all that, but they at least still bring me what I want.
Can you handle another serving? Irene can't stop, won't stop when the food hits her plate. She's all in, devouring every last bit and using food as her lifeline, even though it's double-edged, giving life and taking it away. Keep your eyes peeled. We're going back in time to where her food love story began.
Whenever I have something to eat, I will not stop until I eat it all. When I'm done eating, then like an hour later, I ask somebody to come give me some more food because I never want the feelings that food gives me to stop. So I just sit and eat for the rest of the day.
Take a trip down memory lane. Childhood was tough, with food as her only buddy post-parents breakup. Church events turned into secret binge sessions as little Irene tried to eat her feelings. Don't go anywhere. Teenage years are up next, and oh boy, they're a doozy.
That started very early on because I know I use food to feel better right from the start because my parents separated when I was 5 years old because my dad started abusing my mom and she left him. And I think that's when I became depressed, you know.
Teen turmoil coming right up. At 16, Irene's life got soap opera levels of complicated with a bad boy boyfriend and a surprise baby, leading to a serious weight gain spree. Flying solo as a teen mom post-breakup, life handed her lemons and she made lemonade. With extra sugar, stick around. The plot thickens with a tragic twist twist.
When I was 16, I started dating someone and he was abusive, physically, verbally, and emotionally. My self-esteem was already low. So I thought I was lucky to have his interest, even though my boyfriend was abusive.
Just when you thought it couldn't get sadder, Irene walks us through a heart-wrenching period of loss that sends her into a tailspin, ending up homeless with her son. But there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon, so don't tap out yet.
Once my parents was gone, I was homeless and I had nowhere to go. Me and my sons lived at a metro bus stop until we met this woman, and she took me to the shelter for children and women.
Roller coaster alert. By 24, Irene's pushing 500 pounds, and job hunting is like a bad game show where no one wins. Her weight keeps climbing as she ping-pongs through relationships and struggles to keep her head above water. But hold on, her battle with addiction is just around the corner.
That made it hard for me to work consistently. So for the next 6 or 7 years, I either stayed with a friend or who I was dating. And I had 3 more children. My weight increased during that time. And I got to around 600 when I was in my early 30s. I was struggling and I started to turn to alcohol.
Are you ready for a comeback story? Hitting rock bottom was just the start for Irene. Kicking booze and drugs to the curb, she swaps her addictions for an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's a tough swap, but she's not throwing in the towel yet. Stay tuned to see if she can finally take control of her life and fork out a win against her toughest challenge yet. But
I'm eating, I feel good, I feel happy. And it's the only time I feel like that. I want to be happy, so I never want to stop eating, even when I'm full. I push myself to finish off the food that I have to make sure it's all gone so no one will get it.
Lucas expresses his struggle with waking up in his body every day, highlighting the physical and emotional pain he experiences just to get through normal daily activities. He describes his life as filled with despair due to the challenges of moving around at his current size. Despite these difficulties, he still manages to be mobile, although it is strenuous.
Because each day is just too difficult for me to face.
My body hurts, and the stuff I have to go through just to have a normal day is painful on every level.
And so I live in despair.
Lucas shares the logistical difficulties of his daily hygiene due to his size, explaining how an outdoor shower his parents built doesn't serve him well because he can't fit properly. To manage his hygiene needs, he must go to his sister's house to use a shower that can accommodate him. This inconvenience underscores the challenges posed by his weight on everyday activities.
My parents built an outdoor shower for me, but I can't get the water to go all over my body because I'm too big. So that doesn't work for me. And the only shower I can fit in is at my sister's place. So I have to go there to get cleaned.
I'm too big for chairs, hallways, doors, bathrooms, toilets.
The narrative introduces Lucas's living situation in Conroe, Texas, where his family lives in a compound with separate small buildings for personal spaces. Lucas sleeps in a building next to his sisters, while his parents occupy the larger unit. This setup reflects both his close family connections and the physical separations necessitated by his size.
Basically, they're just little buildings that we purchase, and then everybody has their own little personal space.
So I sleep in a building next to my sister's. And then my parents live in the bigger unit.
But my life has become just one challenge after another.
Lucas discusses his previous job as a pizza delivery driver and how his weight forced him to quit, shedding light on the impact of his obesity on his employment. He admits that his eating habits are closely tied to his emotional state, especially stress and depression. Despite understanding the negative consequences of his eating, Lucas struggles with finding alternative coping mechanisms.
You're the heavyweight in the family?
Yes, sir. It's
Are
mostly.
you working?
No, sir. I can't work.
How long you haven't been working?
It's been over a year now.
Before that, what kind of job you were doing?
I was a pizza delivery driver.
That's unfortunate for your situation. And it got to the point that you couldn't do it?
As Lucas expresses his readiness to change his life, the doctor outlines a plan for him, emphasizing the necessity of self-discipline and setting up a regimen that includes diet and exercise. This conversation is crucial as it sets the stage for Lucas's commitment to his weight loss journey. The doctor warns him about the seriousness of his situation, noting the impossibility of surgery if he doesn't lose weight.
And what are you willing to do to change all that?
I'm willing to change everything, sir.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, to the point where even if I have to come up with different habits to go through my anxiety, to go through my stress.
After losing a significant amount of weight, Lucas is finally approved for weight loss surgery, marking a pivotal moment in his journey. The doctor schedules him for further testing, and the upcoming surgery, offering a new hope for his health. This approval comes as a relief and a validation of Lucas's efforts to adhere to the prescribed diet and exercise plan. What happens post-op? It's nothing short of amazing, so keep watching.
It's gonna be a while, but I got it.
All right, I think realistically, the only way you're gonna get to that is weight loss surgery, okay? So now that you lost weight and you stay focused, I'm gonna approve you for weight loss surgery. So we'll go ahead and...
Post-surgery, Lucas describes a dramatic change in his appetite and eating habits, noting a disinterest in food that used to be his favorite. This change signifies a profound shift in his relationship with food and his self-image. He stays at his parents' place for a short time to recover, emphasizing his improving independence. Next up, watch Lucas take on the real world with his newfound freedom.
It's been about 2 weeks since my surgery, and I'm feeling pretty good. When I came home from the hospital, I started staying at my mom and dad's place, so they can keep an eye on me and make sure I have everything I need. But it was only about a day or two that I really needed help. And even after day 1, I was able to get up and move around some. The good news is,
Lucas gains enough independence to start working, a significant step towards normalcy and self-sufficiency. His sister hires a babysitter, freeing Lucas to pursue employment outside the family compound. He finds joy and satisfaction in his new job, indicating a positive turn in his life. Don't flip the channel yet. Lucas's journey to Slimville continues.
sister has been hiring a babysitter, and that has freed me up to get my own real job, and I'm really enjoying that. Hey John, I'm here, man.
Hey, good morning. Hey, so what we got, this one came in Sunday.
As Lucas continues to lose weight, he looks forward to potential skin surgery to remove excess skin, which would further improve his mobility and health. Dr. Now's positive prognosis about reaching his target weight offers Lucas a concrete goal and motivation. This prospective surgery and continued weight loss embody Lucas's ongoing transformation and commitment to a healthier lifestyle.
So that I'll get there in the next few months. Then after that, if I keep losing, he says my target weight should be within reach, within the next year or so, as long as I keep everything going in the right direction. And that sounds just incredible when I think back on how I used to be not that long ago.
Can you believe this opener? The show kicks off with Holly admitting she basically can't stop eating. She knows it's bad, but stopping feels impossible. She's at her wit's end, folks. Get ready because it's only going up from here.
I always want to eat, and I know my eating's more out of control than it's ever been, and that I'm getting to a breaking point. But I've tried to stop and I can't, and I don't know what to do.
You want me to make 4 patties?
Can you do 6?
Next up, a real head scratcher. While Holly is grateful for her mom's help, she's bummed her mom stopped nagging her about dieting. It's sweet, but also a bit sad, right? Stick around. The emotional roller coaster is just leaving the station.
If I didn't have my mom's help, I know I'd be on my own during the day and wouldn't be able to take care of myself, so I'm thankful for her help. But the one change I'm happy about in our relationship is that my mom is no longer trying to get me to lose weight or eat better. I think a part of her likes some of the food I eat.
This next part hits hard. Mom's worried sick about Holly wolfing down food like there's no tomorrow. It's love mixed with a whole lot of fear. What's coming up will tug at your heartstrings even more.
Holly has a big appetite. It's like she can't get the food into her mouth fast enough. And I worry about Holly because it's just not healthy being that big. I don't want to lose her. Nobody's supposed to have to bury their children.
Holly's evenings are packed with back-to-back dinners, one with the fam and another with her boyfriend. It's like a food marathon every night. And just when you think she's done, there's more munching in bed. You gotta see what's next. It's a real belly filler.
But that meal is just the start of my dinner. Because Ray has to work late, he comes home after we're finished, and he gets fast food on the way home for both of us. So once I've finished eating with my family, I go and get ready for bed. And then me and Ray will eat together before I go to sleep.
Now, this will knock your socks off. After a day of non-stop eating, Holly confesses she's never actually full. She's scared stiff about her health crashing. The struggle is real, and it's about to get even more intense. Don't go anywhere.
By the end of the day, I know I've eaten a lot. I've had probably 4 or 5 meals and a whole lot of snacks. And I'd keep eating if I could, because I'm never full and I always want to eat. And I know my eating's more out of control than it's ever been, and that I'm getting to a breaking point.
Here's a bit of hope. Holly's been seeing Dr. Now and is slowly making changes with diet and exercise. She's not sure it's enough, but she's giving it her all. What happens next? Well, it's a bit of a cliffhanger, so stick with us.
It's been about a month since my appointment with Dr. Now. I've been working on making the changes I need to do his diet and exercise to get my stamina up like I need. And I'm trying to rely less on the wheelchair and move around more. And I feel like I'm making progress and that I'm looking a little smaller.
Oh boy, diet life is tough. Holly misses her comfort food big time. Changing everything overnight? Not a walk in the park. Keep watching, because her food saga is about to hit a spicy twist.
We noticed at a very young age that Nikki wanted what she wanted, and she wanted it then. She learned how to work us pretty quickly. In many ways, we wait on Nikki like you would an invalid. And I've asked myself so many times, what is the difference between enabling and help? When am I enabling her and when am I helping?
The pressure's mounting. Holly's next doc appointment is looming, and she needs to show she's lost weight to qualify for surgery. It's crunch time. Fasten your seatbelts. It's about to get even bumpier.
And the doctor, the first thing we did was get rid of the food that was not on the diet. It was really hard to let some of that go. I've really had to take it a meal at a time, because if I think about it, I'll get totally overwhelmed.
Y'all already done.
Well, yeah, before you eat it. Figure out how many times.
Mine came to 3:45.
Flashback alert. We dive into Holly's childhood, where her food issues started young. Her parents are at their wits' end, but they've also got her back. What's next? More revelations and a few tears for sure.
Because if I stop, she on me.
Don't put no lot of oil in that pan either. You don't need but a little bit. You through cooking?
Yeah.
Put your shirt down.
You won't believe this cleanup mission. Holly and her crew toss out the junk food, aiming for a fresh start. It's tough saying goodbye to those tasty treats. The journey's not over. Next up, we see how tough sticking to the new plan really is.
You'd have to agree.
I have 1 month before my follow-up appointment with Dr. Now, and I know if I don't get to where I need by then and I fail, then I'm not gonna get weight loss surgery and the help I need. And I know that's my only chance to turn my life around.
When I start my day,
Here's a sweet twist. Holly treats herself to ice cream as a motivation to get moving. It's her tasty little reward. But hey, it's also her exercise for the day. What happens next is just as deliciously complicated.
It's like, whew, give me a minute.
I don't know how that's gonna fit.
This isn't gonna work.
You're gonna have to get up and push a cart.
I can't.
You gotta push a cart, Mark. That's all you can do.
By the time we are inside the store, both of my knees are usually throbbing. And
Now, here's a confessional. Holly's mom admits she might be making things worse by giving in to Holly's food wishes. It's a guilt-ridden love fest here. The story takes a twist as Holly pushes on with her food fight. Stick around, the drama's just heating up.
No, Mark, you just walked and you picked up the chair like it was no big deal. But it was unbelievable, you know. It was just, I couldn't believe it.
well, wait till you see how quick I go home now. Peace out, Ma. Thank you. I love you.
Buckle up, folks. It's quite the roller coaster. Brittany starts off with a bang, feeling like a giant spotlight is always on her. She talks about being the biggest person around and feeling every eye on her, which sounds pretty intense. She describes pain in every molecule of her body, using pretty dramatic language that really paints a picture. Just imagine that. But wait, there's more zaniness ahead.
I feel like the biggest person in the whole world, and I feel like all eyes are on me.
I want to make Brittany happy any way I can.
I don't remember a time waking up that I didn't hurt. Every single molecule in my body.
Oh boy, here's where it gets sticky, literally. Brittany shares how her size complicates everyday things like washing up, which turns out to be an epic saga on its own. She talks about being so big that taking care of herself has become a Herculean task. And she's super honest about feeling like she still stinks even after cleaning. Get ready, because it's about to get even crazier.
I'm so big, I'm almost to the point where I can't even take care of myself. It's difficult to even try to wash myself. It is the most exhausting part of my day. And no matter how much I clean myself, I still feel like I stink.
Next up, love in the time of mega sizes. Brittany spills the beans on how her size messes with her marriage vibes. Her hubby misses simple joys like dining out or dating his wife in the outside world, which is a bummer. Brittany dreams of being a regular housewife and mom, but alas, her size is a formidable foe. Stick around, the plot thickens.
I can't tell her no. Now Brittany's size is preventing us from doing everything we want to do. I'm missing out on taking my wife out for dinner, taking my wife on a date. Our date nights are in-house.
Me and my husband live very separate, different lives.
Cue the dramatic music. Enter Dr. Nazaradin, the no-nonsense weight loss guru. Brittany talks about her battles with emotional eating. Whether she's up or down, she's munching. Dr. Now lays down the law: 3 meals a day, no snacks, not even a carrot. Yikes! The suspense is building. What will happen next?
and just listen to your heart. Do you get short of breath with the activity?
Yeah, just from walking from the waiting room to the scale, even I was like...
Huffing and puffing. You're eating yourself to death, and you're helping her to do it.
Transformation time. Brittany and her man start a hardcore diet, and it's no walk in the park. She's all in, writing down every bite and moving to Houston for treatment. Talk about a game changer. The stakes are high and the tension's even higher. Guess what's coming up? It's do or die.
Since my visit with Dr. Now, I've been really strict on my diet, literally writing every single thing down that I eat.
Doctor wants us to eat protein, we're eating protein.
And my husband's been doing it with me as well, so teamwork makes it better. I've never, ever lost weight in my life.
Doctor's appointment time. Brittany checks in with Dr. Now, who's like the Simon Cowell of diet docs. She hasn't hit her weight loss target, but there's progress. Dr. Now gives her the green light for surgery anyway because she's shown some real gumption. Hang tight. Her journey's taking a turn for the better.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm okay, tired. Long road trip from Oregon.
And you staying?
Yeah, we moved here.
Oh, super, super.
Yeah.
How is your diet doing?
I've done really well. Stayed within 1,200 calories, very little carbs. So I think I've done really well.
You won't believe this transformation. Over the year, Brittany has gone from couch potato to almost an Energizer bunny. She talks about her knee pains and the saggy skin issues, but she's not letting that stop her. She's gearing up for more surgery to keep moving forward. The excitement is real, folks. Keep watching.
Let's do this. I'm really excited. After I saw my weight and I saw that I hadn't hit the 40-pound loss, I thought that was it. This is pretty much a dream come true. I can't believe my life now compared to what it was a year ago.
Hold on to your socks because they're about to be knocked off. Post-skin removal surgery, Brittany is dropping pounds like hot potatoes. She's almost at her goal weight and feeling more herself than ever. She's stoked and so are we. Don't go anywhere. The best is yet to come.
The main reason I would like it to be gone is just because it's a reminder of where I came from. I think it is gross. And I don't feel like it's gotten to a really bad place yet, but I know it will soon. Like my arms are all wrinkly. It's like a plague.
And now, the grand finale. Brittany and her husband hit up Chicago for some well-deserved fun. They're living it up like a typical couple. No special accommodations needed. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And Brittany is feeling good. What a journey it's been. Stay tuned. Her new life is just beginning.
But it wasn't because of my weight. It was because what is this chick doing laying on the floor and why is she laying on the floor? I have lost approximately 400 pounds and that number is just incredible to me. I feel amazing now and I'm finally starting to see myself as a normal person.
Can you believe what just went down? Bethany from season 8 tries to pull a fast one during her chat with Dr. Now. Straight up denying her hubby brings her all that junk food. But oh, the cameras don't lie. We see her man serving up the goods earlier on, making her denial a big ol' facepalm moment. She's already spilled the beans about her unhealthy lifestyle, so why fib about the little things? You gotta see what Mercedes tries to get away with next.
Well, the trip is not going to get any easier if you're not losing much weight. Because I see you only lost 14 pounds, which is nowhere near your goal. So what that means to me is that you may have made some small changes, but you're still hoping for a magic solution. So you don't have to do any of the really hard work.
That's not true. I've made a lot of changes.
Did that just happen? Mercedes comes up with a whopper, blaming her bad eating on, get this, all the healthy food spots being closed when she's hungry. Dr. Now isn't buying what she's selling, and neither are we. He lays down the law, telling her it's crunch time to ditch the excuses or face serious health risks. If you thought that was a hoot, wait till you catch Holly's shenanigans.
Your situation just seems to be getting more and more serious. And now you show up and not only did you not lose anything, you gained 8 pounds.
I know it's no excuse, but my cousin, he left and we didn't get to get food before he left, so I had to.
You spent 2 months coming up up with excuses. And the best you can come up with is that you're living in no salad zone I don't know about. Right now, you're 736 pounds.
What in the world? Holly tells Dr. Now she's all about home-cooked breakfasts and lunches, but cut to her and her fiance wolfing down takeout like there's no tomorrow. And she claims she's sugar-free? Police? Her sugar-free diet is as real as a unicorn. But hold your horses, Shani is about to take the cake with her tall tale.
All right, so tell me what's really going on.
I've had some trouble with cravings still, and it's just a repeating record in my head that plays over and over and over until I give in. Nothing is working to get past that record playing in my head.
What is record playing saying?
I want chocolate, I want chocolate.
So chocolate is more important to you than living, apparently.
Are we seeing this right? When Dr. Now finds a pizza box and calls out Shani for sneaking snacks, she throws her partner under the bus. She insists her other half is the snack bandit, not her. It's a bold move, especially with all eyes on her chowing down on the forbidden fruit. Get ready, because Nicole's story is up, and it's a doozy.
See what I found.
That belongs to Freddie.
Shanae, the lying need to stop. The hospital staff not only seen you eating pizza, but burgers, and then you smart enough not to throw it your own trash, throw it in somebody else's trash. For 4 months, I have seen you from day one. You haven't lost any weight.
It was me that ate it. She didn't eat any of that.
You both need to stop lying.
You've got to hear this one. Nicole plays the blame game, saying she's a victim of her fast food eating family's bad habits, claiming they leave her no choice but to partake. But oh, we've seen the receipts. She's the fast food queen demanding her royal feast. Buckle up, James K's about to show you how denial is really done.
This ain't my fault. It's just a situation that happened that we gotta get through together as a family. It doesn't help when I'm getting jumped every day over the situation.
I nag, I don't jump.
My mom nags me and says she wishes she was still in Ohio. I don't see none of you guys helping me.
What's cooking now? James and his wife Lisa are in hot water for fibbing about sticking to his diet. Dr. Now smells something fishy when James doesn't shed a pound and proposes a test to see if Lisa's smuggling in the extra calorie. Their excuse making would make Pinocchio proud. Brace yourself. What's coming up next might just top everything you've seen so far.
She ain't giving me no food.
I couldn't
and
tell
the
you
only thing
what-
I'm eating is what she's bringing me.
Doctor, now I think it has a lot. He does exercises with his arms. I help him with his legs.
She's lost 80 pounds, and I'm losing nothing.
Your weight is related to what you eat.
Well, he's not eating over 900 calories a day.
Down
It ain't got
50
nothing to
pounds.
do with her. She's my wife. I've been with her 25 years. You just want to blame it on her.
There's no possible way that your weight will be this weight if you're eating properly.
Whoa, buckle up. Here comes Shauna Collins, tipping the scales at nearly 700 LAOBs at just 22 years old. She chats about her runaway eating habits, claiming food as the highlight of her day, which, let's face it, sounds like a foodie's dream minus the calories count. Stay tuned, the drama's just starting.
I don't want to because it's the only good part of my day, and I can never get enough of it. I always want something, and it's like my hunger never stops. Can you make me some burritos and hash browns?
Okay. How many do you want?
4.
Okay.
4 burritos and
4 burritos and what?
6 hash browns.
Oh boy, Shauna really dives deep here. She talks about her relationship with food as if she's hypnotized by a plate of nachos until it's all chomped down. She admits to feeling utterly helpless against the siren call of the fridge. You won't believe what she'll say next.
Like I'm in a trance sometimes, and I don't snap out of it until the food is gone. But then I just want more, so I can go back to that, because it just makes it all better. So how do you stop something that does that for you? You can't really. So after Derek feeds me, I find ways to keep eating.
Ready for a truth bomb, Dr. Now rolls out the red carpet for Shauna, asking her about everything from her snack habits to why she thinks a bag of chips is a solid companion. He's not just a doctor, he's a detective here, folks. What he's about to throw down is epic.
Have you been heavy all your life?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Like I eat too much or I eat too little.
I don't think eating too little is the problem. But when you overeat, do you do that because you're hungry or you're stressed or what?
Usually either hungry or I'm just bored or depressed or something.
Okay, so you use food to cope. So, Shauna, you need to learn how you're going to correct your eating habit, right?
Things are heating up. Dr. Now drops a weight loss challenge like it's hot. Lose 80 lbs in 2 months. Seems straightforward with a side of kale, right? But oh, the twist that's coming up is better than a season finale cliffhanger.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a goal. At your weight, if you stick to the diet, you should very easily lose at least 80 pounds over the next 2 months.
80 pounds?
Yeah, you can lose almost twice that if you stick to the diet like you should, okay? If you do that, then we'll consider you for weight loss surgery.
Oops, she did it again. Shauna skips her weigh-in and blames it on the lost diet instructions. Classic move, right? It's like, my dog ate my homework, but with more calories. You'll want to see how Dr. Now handles this one.
It's been 2 months since my Dr. Now appointment, and I was supposed to be back for another one sometime last week, but I was too scared to go, because I never found the papers with his diet and stuff. So I've been just trying to figure it out without them. Derek has kept pushing me to call Dr. Now to ask him for another copy, but I was too scared about what he would say.
Hi, Shauna. You missed your appointment. So if you're calling, I'm guessing you're still in Kansas City right now.
Hold the phone. Dr. Now is not having any of her excuses. He calls her out on her motivation, or the lack thereof. It's like watching a soap opera where the truth bomb drops just before the commercial. Get ready for the next scene. It's a doozy.
You know, you come and see us to get help. They give you the first step of that help, and you not only don't seem to care enough to keep track of it, but you don't try to get another one from us. So you don't seem very motivated to do this. So tell me, what is your plan? What is your idea?
To ask you if you could send me new papers.
That's what you should have done 2 months ago. But the diet is only a temporary thing to get you in the right path.
Just when you think it can't get more intense, Shauna still hasn't made any strides toward her weight loss goals. It's like watching a car trying to start in winter. Lots of noise, no movement. The next bit, it's going to have you on the edge of your seat.
I'm not sure what happened. I thought I was trying really hard and that I'd have better progress. So I'm really scared because I don't know what this means.
Here comes the showdown. Dr. Now is really laying down the law, expressing his disappointment with all the flair of a disappointed parent. He's not just a doctor, he's a judge, and the verdict is about to be delivered. Gear up for the explosive follow-up.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Dr. Now.
How you doing?
I'm in a lot of pain.
All right, we're gonna get you in real quick and check you out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Joyce's condition looks to already be severely deteriorated, and she likely doesn't have much time before things get even worse for her.
And here's the mic drop moment. Dr. Now decides enough is enough, cutting ties because Shauna just isn't pulling her weight, pun intended. It's a real heartbreaker, folks. But wait, there's more. Stick around for the aftermath.
I haven't actually exercised because we don't belong to a gym or anything because it's really cold in Illinois, so like we can't walk outside.
So you don't have to go to gym to exercise. You can do some exercise at home. So what's the use of giving you guidance and information if you don't follow it?
I still have it and I read it.
How much of did you read?
I've read it like partially.
Buckle up, because here it goes. The episode kicks off by throwing Dolly Martinez into the spotlight in a series cheekily called Did They Even Try? Boiler, she's the star of the show for not really trying at all. This opening act really sets the tone, like, here we go again. But hold up, the fun is just starting.
I can't even get out of bed anymore without needing help. When I do move around, I move really slow, and I have to be very cautious of each movement. And I have to wear this nasal cannula all the time, 24 hours a day.
Oh boy, you gotta see this. From the get-go, Dolly's wrestling with day-to-day stuff, needing oxygen as soon as her feet hit the floor. This bit highlights just how tough things are for her, needing help for just about everything. Stick around because it spirals from here.
My weight has affected my lungs. I can hardly go to the bathroom on my own. I can't even help myself in the shower. Some days I skip it, and on the days that I do shower, I need Cheyenne and my mom to come wash.
You think that was something? Check this out. Dolly's hygiene routine, or lack thereof, gets the spotlight now. She often skips the whole shower thing and needs a squad when she does go for it. It's a real struggle bus moment that'll have you shaking your head. And guess what? It only gets wilder.
I live with my mother, but my best friend Cheyenne helps me when she's here sometimes. Cheyenne is a big girl like me too, so she understands where I'm coming from. I met Dolly over the internet. We grew up not too far from each other. We didn't know each other. The moment I met her, it was just like a spark, like I known her my whole life. We became twins.
Alright, get ready for a twist. Now we shift over to Dolly's food love saga. She whips up a massive breakfast that could feed a small army, calling it her painkiller. Watching her pile up those eggs and bacon is something else. And believe it or not, it ramps up even more from here.
Food is my go-to drug that takes my pain away. And I love cooking for Cheyenne because Cheyenne loves my eggs and bacon. All right, Cheyenne, I'm gonna go start breakfast.
Didn't see this one coming, huh? Dolly spills the tea on her rough childhood and how she got teased because of her mom's lifestyle. It's a real eye-opener that gives some context to her struggles. But hold your horses, the real kicker is up next.
My mom being a lesbian was traumatic because kids would make fun of me and call me.
Dolly is not real good at bathing herself.
After I completed my certificate, I worked at a restaurant as a prep cook, but you pretty much have to stand for hours. I was only able to stand up for like 20, 30 minutes.
Gear up for a road trip. Dolly's heading to Houston to see Dr. Now, munching all the way because, you know, stress eats. This journey is a wild ride of snack stops and real talk about her struggles. Better fasten your seatbelt because this ride takes a sharp turn real quick.
Today, I'm traveling to Houston to see Dr. Now to try to get help losing weight and getting a more normal life. And I can already tell that we're gonna need to stop for something to eat just for me to get myself through it. I'll put my oxygen on when I get in here, Mom.
Thought you'd seen it all? There's more. 2 weeks post Dr. Now, and Dolly claims she's sticking to the diet and sorta trying with the exercises. It's a mix of her chilling and claiming she's all in. Next up, we dive even deeper into the drama.
It's been a couple of weeks since I first saw Dr. Now, and since then, I've been really trying to stick with the diet and also do all the exercises that he talks about in his book. Cheyenne has been helping me a lot with my exercises, and I'm grateful for that because I don't know if I could do as good of a job without her help.
Just when you think it can't get more dramatic. At her checkup, Dr. Now reveals Dolly's only down by 17 pounds. Her shock and dismay are off the charts, but are we surprised? Not really. Keep watching. The excuses are about to fly.
I'm back in Houston to see Dr. Now, and I'm about to find out if I met my weight loss goal. Sure, I've been having cravings, but my mom has put the house on lockdown.
You can go ahead and step on the scale.
Here's where it gets juicy. Dr. Now calls out Dolly for using her oxygen tank more like a security blanket than a necessity. It's a total face-off moment where the doc tries to kick some sense into her. And just when you think it's intense now, it's about to heat up even more.
Gotta get you off of that oxygen.
Yeah, sure.
And we gotta get you in better shape. You need to work hard to change your life and get yourself in a better shape.
And for the grand finale, Dr. Now doubts Dolly's commitment to the whole weight loss gig, hinting she might not be cut out for this yet. It's a harsh reality check that wraps up the show with a not-so-rosy outlook on her progress. But don't wander off. The saga continues with more twists than a pretzel.
So it seems like you cannot take responsibility for yourself because so far you have shown us you're not willing to do what you need. And we can't wake you up to do that. So this is going to be a long process for you.
Seriously? Right off the bat, Maja wakes up each morning just glad she hasn't croaked overnight due to her weight. It's like she's grateful every day isn't a disaster. Just wait till you see what's next.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I thank God that my body didn't give out during the night. And there are a lot of days where I don't even think I can push myself to shower.
Here we go again. Despite knowing she's wreaking havoc on her health and love life, Maja can't stop raiding the fridge. She's totally hooked on munchies. Buckle up. It's about to get even more bonkers. Get this.
It's incredible, but it feels like that meal is gone in a second. So I move on to the next things I'm craving. Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich? Jalapeno roast beef slider, and your ultimate BLT sandwich.
Maja's epic eating habits started in childhood, fueled by hearty Serbian feasts and some serious family drama. The backstory here, just the appetizer for the family chaos about to unfold.
My parents moved from Serbia when my mom was pregnant with me, and I was born here. But a big part of Serbian culture is food. And my favorite times were when we had these large family feasts with all my relatives.
Talk about a tough break. When Maja's parents split, her main comfort was, yep, you guessed it, food, and lots of it. Strap in because her relationship roller coaster is just taking off.
And when I ate, I forgot about how I felt with my mom. And by the time I was 5, I was already over 100 pounds. But that weight gain made my relationship with my mom even worse because she started criticizing me a lot.
Things are getting spicy. Maja realizes if she wants to keep her man Christian, the pounds gotta go. The scene at Dr. Now's office up next is a doozy.
I know I'm getting to my breaking point, and that Christian is too. It just seems like we're fighting a lot more now lately, and the thought of losing him scares me.
Boom! Reality check time at Dr. Now. Maja steps on the scale and it's no joke. What comes after this weigh-in? Just you wait, it's a real cliffhanger.
It's been years since I've been on a scale, and I know I'm at least in the 600s. I'm just hoping it's not a lot more than that.
Okay then, how do you think you got to this weight?
Probably large portions and not exercising.
And bam! Dr. Now isn't having any of Maja's excuses. He hands her a no-nonsense diet plan that could probably make a rabbit weep. Things are about to get real tough for Maja, and not just with her diet.
So 100 pounds in 2 months should be no problem for you, Maja. You can lose that.
It's been a week since I had my first appointment with Dr. Now, and for the first few days after I saw him, I was freaking out a bit. I decided I'm gonna work as hard as I can to lose as much as I'm able before my next appointment.
Oh boy, the drama gets extra spicy as Maja gears up to move to Houston. Family squabbles pop off, making everything stickier. Watch how this family buffet of emotions unfolds.
I'm worried seeing them right now is going to make leaving even more emotional for me. My grandma, my aunt, and my mom have never been more than 10 or 15 minutes from me. So leaving them is a lot harder than I realized it was going to be.
We're almost done. I mean, you still got stuff in the house, and it's going to take a while, so I wanted to say my goodbyes now.
Just when you think it couldn't get more soap opera-ish, Christian starts flaking out big time during a super critical doc visit. The tension, it's about to hit the roof.
And I hope you're getting all the support you need from Christian. Are you there for her, Christian? I'd rather hear from him. You don't want to answer my question, huh? All right, it looks like you both have a lot to figure out if you're gonna get back on track, Maja.
Plot twist. After all that drama, Maja throws in the towel on the weight loss program. Seems like too much, too fast. But stick around. The saga of Maja isn't over just yet.
But I'm going to keep working hard, and I told him I'm not gonna give up. That's not what this means. I still want to lose the weight to save my life. I just know I can't do what's expected of me, and I need to find a way to get to that point.
Can you believe it? Just trying to get dressed is a whole event for Maja. She shares how she struggles with daily activities and depends on her boyfriend Christian for help with simple things like socks and pants. She's totally embarrassed about needing help, and it's putting a real strain on their relationship. Guess what's coming next? Their rocky road trip to Houston is about to kick off.
I have to have my boyfriend Christian, who lives with me, help me with my socks and pants.
Christian,
Yeah.
will you please come help me?
It's embarrassing to have to even ask. Food is something I constantly crave, and I'm ashamed about how much I eat. With Christian,
Strap in for this bumpy ride. After a comical yet painful journey full of transportation woes and physical discomfort, Maja and Christian finally touch down in Houston. Maja's in a world of hurt from the travel pains, which just highlights how critical her situation is. Up next, a showdown with Dr. Now that you gotta see to believe.
thank God we're here. If I can just get some rest and recover some, tomorrow will hopefully make this all worth it.
It's very frustrating to see my struggle. Makes me feel really bad.
Here comes the truth bomb. Dr. Now lays it out straight, confronting Maja about her eating habits after she claims to be eating healthy while tipping the scales at nearly 700 LEB. He sets her up with a super strict diet and doesn't sugarcoat the life or death stakes. Brace yourself because the weigh-in is just around the corner and it's a doozy.
With this diet, Maja, and I will see you both soon. She's clearly used to lying about what she eats. And if she intends to continue doing that and tries to lie to me again, then there'll be no point in her doing this program.
I feel numb right now because I want to do this and I'm willing to try, but my fear is that the goal is just too big.
Hold on to your seats. It's about to get even spicier. During a crucial follow-up, Maja hasn't hit her weight goals, sparking a fiery chat with Dr. Now. He pulls no punches, canceling her weight loss surgery due to her lack of progress. What's next? Watch as Christian reaches his limit and makes a dramatic exit.
I was on my way to the grocery grocery store and I got a text from Christian and he's leaving tomorrow morning. So I just want to see him and talk to him. I know we've been fighting a lot, but I never thought he'd go as far as abandon me. I don't know why he's chosen to do this.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more dramatic, Christian throws in the towel. Overwhelmed by Maja's health saga and their relationship drama, he decides to bail. This amps up the personal and relationship challenges Maja is juggling. Don't go anywhere. Maja's first therapy session is coming up, and it's a real eye-opener.
Therapy to start making better choices with ways to deal and cope with her emotions. But if she doesn't start doing what she needs to get back on track and continue to choose self-destructive ways, then there'll be nothing more we can do for her.
Therapy time brings some real talk. Maja hits up her first therapy session, pushed by Dr. Now to tackle her emotional munchies. It's a deep dive into her family drama and how it's messed with her eating habits. The insights are gold, setting her up for a twist that will change everything.
Treating me like this.
I hate you. I hate you, Jen. Why can't you just answer the questions?
Oh, you're costing me my weight loss surgery and you're ruining everything!
Plot twist alert. Maja decides to press pause on Dr. Now's program to sort herself out. She throws herself into volunteering, looking to fill her cup with good vibes instead of just food. But keep watching. Her journey's twists and turns aren't done yet. How will this new chapter in volunteering shape up? Stick around to find out.
I've always wanted to have my own kids, but I can't. And I've always wanted to do like fostering or something like that, but my spouse left me, so so now I'm single.
Get a load of this drama. Unbelievable the hardship she faced. Chrystal, a patient on My 600-Pound Life during season 9, had a deeply troubled childhood. She turned to food for comfort after enduring molestation and her mother's dismissive reaction, which only deepened her emotional turmoil. By high school, her weight had escalated to nearly 420 pounds. Stick around, it only ramps up from here.
Life at my size has become a never-ending struggle. Just even breathing is a struggle. And I have to have oxygen on all the time because my weight has put so much pressure on my lungs. My lungs just can't handle my body anymore. Times were always tough for my family. My mom was a single mother. She was 21 when she had me. So she and I lived with my grandma and my great-grandma. It was the 4 of us all in one house.
Can you believe this next move? In a mad dash for health, Chrystal and her daughters decide overnight to pack up their lives and move to Texas for life-changing bariatric surgery under Dr. Nazaradan. They jam-packed their whole existence into a few suitcases in one day, while Chrystal, hampered by her physical condition, could only watch from her wheelchair. The journey to Houston was packed with emotional ups and downs. You gotta see what happens during one of their pit stops.
Today, me and my family are packing up all my stuff to move to Houston so I can try to get on Dr. Now's program to lose weight. And it's making me feel really anxious because so many things could go wrong on the road and in Houston. I want to get this going. I want to get loaded up. I want to get on the road.
No way, did that just happen? During a hotel stop on their trek to Texas, Chrystal, already sketchy about elevators, faced her worst fear. An elevator mishap had her panicking and smashing her finger, leading to screams and a bit of a blood show, though she quickly got help and a more accessible room. Buckle up, the first doctor's visit is even more jaw-dropping.
The room wasn't supposed to be on the 3rd floor. I don't do 3rd floors. I can't at my size, and if I try, it could end very badly, with me either hurt, stuck, or even both. And I have a fear of elevators. So I'm worried, very worried, to be doing this. Can't walk in without the tank. Oh! Nope, 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 nope. Nope, I'm not riding the elevator.
Dr. Now, hold the phone. This part's a doozy. During her first meetup with Dr. Now, Chrystal finds out she's rocking one of the highest BMIs he's ever seen. Shocked yet determined, she agrees to tackle a strict diet and workout regimen. Dr. Now also nudges her to spruce up her personal hygiene and tackle those mental roadblocks. The upcoming therapy session, total must watch.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good. All right, how you doing?
All right, I'm Dr. Nazard and you are Chrystal?
Yes.
Doing the trip like that is a lot of strain on your body because you're 611.
Yes.
And how did your body tolerate that?
Not very well. This leg over here was so sore. By the time we got here, I didn't think I was able to walk my foot. They were so swollen and sore because they were down for so long.
You think it can't get more intense? Think again. The therapy sessions with Dr. Paradise turn into key pieces of Chrystal's recovery puzzle. She bravely confronts her childhood trauma of molestation, sharing it openly for the first time with her therapist, and then her brother, which uncovers some serious family secrets. The stakes get even higher in the next bit.
Nobody knew about it except for Mom. Mom knew all about it and still stayed, and she stayed with him.
I feel like she did not do her job then.
Yeah, my guess, Josh, is this is going to answer some questions for you.
Yeah, it answers a lot of questions. It answers, like for me, it answers the questions of her and Mom's relationship. I knew there were things going on, but I didn't exactly know all the time what. And
yeah, it helps you make sense of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, get ready for some edge of your seat action. At her third weigh-in, Chrystal is down only 38 pounds, missing her 90-pound goal by a wide margin. Dr. Now's feedback is as spicy as ever, stressing the need to stick to the diet or else face hospital time to ensure she does. How will Chrystal handle this ultimatum? Stick around. Her reaction is something else.
It looked like you lost some weight, but that much. So why is that?
I'm not sure. I did your liquid diet and I learned your other diet, and we've all been trying to do it. And I've also been doing the exercises, so.
So at your weight, losing only 4 to 5 pounds a month means that you're still eating close to 5 times what you should be eating.
Can you imagine? One day you're fine, the next you're not managing at all. Aisha's life flipped when she couldn't handle basic tasks anymore, forcing her wife to take over and work. She felt less like herself every day, and her job loss just added insult to injury. Just when you think it's all doom and gloom, up next is Chad's carb-loaded saga.
Aisha's whole world turned upside down the day I fell out of that truck. It was very degrading to have to ask my wife to go back to work. I didn't feel like a man no more.
Ooh, my favorite.
This part's nuts. After a tumble from his truck, Chad convinced himself he couldn't fight his weight issues. He clung to food like a lifeline, even though it was sinking his health. He's stuck in this snack-filled sadness spiral. But hang tight, Chad's not done supersizing his problems yet.
We are a family, but it doesn't feel that way. When he fell out of the truck, he got it into his head. I can't do it.
Food is definitely killing me. Food is the only thing in my life that's never changed. It's always been there.
Yeah, can I get 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries?
That'll be it.
You won't believe this bit. Despite knowing better, Chad hits up every fast food joint he can as his family life slides. He can barely fit at the park bench, but he's still hitting up McDonald's like it's his last meal. Stick around because the fried chicken drama at lunch is up next.
Their lives now revolve around me. Hey, Quay, that's my water right there.
Oh boy, here we go. At home, Chad's wife whips up a batch of fried chicken, and Chad washes it down with a river of Pepsi. Their kitchen's turning out more grease than a mechanic's shop, and it's not helping Chad's situation. Don't go anywhere. The emotional roller coaster is just getting started.
I don't know why I can't stop. And I feel like I'm worthless. There's a lot of days I wonder if this is the day where Aisha's had enough. What's her breaking point before she finally says, I can't do it no more?
This one's a tear-jerker. Chad's wife spills the beans on how his size and laziness are tearing her apart. As she cries to the camera, Chad's there just spooning up banana pudding like it's his job. Up next, watch them make a wild move to shake things up.
This is not my Chad that I fell in love with. Now I'm fighting to keep my family together. The kids shouldn't have to spirit it for them.
Things get real. The fam sells their house to see a specialist in Houston, hoping for a miracle. Meanwhile, Chad celebrates by demolishing a dozen donuts, because why not? You'll want to see what happens when they try to tweak his diet on the road.
I found a doctor online in the Houston area.
He said he would see me.
And we're selling the only thing that we own, which is our house. This is the biggest leap of faith we have ever taken.
Get a load of this. On their way to Houston, Chad's lunch is one sandwich short of a Happy Meal, and he's not having it. It's a small change, but Chad's reaction is anything but. Coming up, Nikki's daily sugar fest will make your teeth hurt just watching.
It's been a hard few days on the road, and I just hope it's all worth it.
Oh, where's my sandwich? Oh, you just got me one?
Sorry.
This part's sweet. Literally. Nikki kicks off her day with a triple hit of donuts and a bathtub of sweet tea. It's her morning ritual, but it's doing her zero favors. What's next? The family's tussle over how much they're really helping her by keeping the donut train rolling.
When I start my day, I can't wait to start eating.
Okay, sweetie, I'm gonna send it up.
My dad will make me a plate and send it up to me so I don't have to go downstairs again until breakfast. I know I overeat, but food makes me happy.
This is a real head scratcher. Nikki's family can't decide if they're helping her or just feeding her problem. Dad's tearing up, worried sick about losing Nikki to her snack attacks. Stick around because the breakfast of champions, if your sport is eating, is coming right up.
We wait on Nikki like you would an invalid. And I've asked myself so many times, what is the difference between enabling and helping? When am I enabling her and when am I helping her? I just know that I'm losing my daughter a pound at a time.
Check this out. Breakfast is a big deal in this household, and I mean big. They go hard on fast food first thing in the morning, setting the stage for a day filled with regret. But wait, there's more. Next up, see how living like this is turning their house into a no-go zone.
I know I'm doing this to them because I won't stop eating. I told all of them I'm sorry that I let myself get into the situation, but I don't even know how to stop eating.
Yikes, this next bit is sketchy. Their house is a mess, with food everywhere, which probably means bugs are having a field day. It's like a buffet for pests in there. Up next, Randy's grocery run is less about the shopping list and more about the candy aisle showdown.
But everything has to be brought to me.
Can't blame the kids for obeying Mella.
The macaroni and cheese. Go boil the noodles.
This is wild. Randy treats the candy aisle like his personal treasure chest, getting defensive when his Cess tries to cut back on his haul. It's like watching a kid in a candy store, except it's not as cute because he's a grown man. Don't go anywhere. Randy's sneaky snack stash is up next.
I have a wife and a son, and I try to get up before them because if they see me eating as much as I do, they're gonna say something. But I just want to eat a snack without someone giving me looks, telling me that I eat too much, or criticizing me about what I eat. I'm at the point where I'm seeing my future and it's very bleak. And I don't want Jonathan to have to bury me. Something's got to change. But I don't know how to stop eating.
Buckle up, folks. We kick off with someone genuinely scared they might kick the bucket from either suffocating or having a heart attack due to their weight. The episode opens with a heart-stopping plea about the terrifying reality of extreme obesity. The narrator sets the stage for a series packed with unhealthy food obsessions and shocking eating habits. And guess what? It only gets crazier from here.
I'm probably gonna die from a heart attack or I'm gonna suffocate. I need help.
Yikes. Talk about a rough start to the day. Karina wakes up just thankful she's still kicking, but the thought of moving around is a total nightmare. She's living in what she calls a living hell, completely cut off from the fun stuff she used to enjoy because of her weight. This part dives deep into how her obesity traps her both physically and mentally. Hang tight, you won't believe what she buys at the grocery store next.
My first thought in the morning when I wake up is, I'm still alive. I didn't die while I'm asleep. I dread getting out of bed in the morning. My life has become living hell because my weight isolates me from everything that I used to love doing. I say to myself, where is that girl that used to be happy?
Well, if you ever wanted to see a shopping list that screams diet disaster, Karina's got you covered. She lists her must-haves, which are basically a who's who of junk food and sugary disaster. Despite not hitting the store every day, her choice of snacks could feed a small army of sugar-hungry gremlins, directly fueling her health woes. Pop some popcorn for the next bit because her solo dinner party is a real doozy.
I need the pineapple nectar. My must-haves when anytime I go grocery shopping is juice, chips, my snack cakes, ice cream.
Alright, it's dinner time, and oh boy, does Karina know how to throw a pity party for one. With her family out of the house, she orders enough pizza to feed a soccer team and doesn't skimp on the sides either. This binge fest highlights the secret shame and loneliness of her eating habits. Don't go anywhere. The next scene shows just how tough her daily life gets.
Hidden away from my family to see. Usually I hide my stash in the recliner. Chocolate is very irresistible for me. I want it all the time. And that's the pizza. Hello.
How are you?
Fine. Got it. Thank you.
Sarah talks about how everything hurts. Walking, climbing stairs, you name it. Relying on her family for basic stuff like showering and moving around. She shows just how debilitating obesity can be. It's not just a personal crisis, it's a family affair. Next up, we delve into some uncomfortable family dinner truths. It's about to get even more awkward.
The life that I'm living right now is miserable. And just walking hurts because of all the strain on my body. My knees hurt, my back hurts, my ankles sting, even my shoulders hurt from all the weight I'm carrying. And it's gotten to the point where it's getting unbearable to go upstairs.
Here comes the tough love, or maybe just the tough. Sarah's mom admits she's part of the problem, piling on more food than one person needs, even though she knows it's not helping. This part explores the tangled web of family dynamics and obesity, where love mixes with enabling in the worst way. And if you think that's messy, just wait until you see Paula's story unfold.
Food gives me a feeling that I can't explain. From the moment I wake up, that's all I'm waiting for. And for a brief moment, all the pain and all the misery of my life is gone. There's never a moment I don't want to eat. I sit here until I get it. And that's pretty much what my mom does for me all day.
Diving into Paula's life, it's clear she's in a real pickle. Unable to do simple stuff and super reliant on her kids, she spills about how food is her main squeeze, providing comfort in a life filled with physical and emotional pain. But don't wander off. Her next big life decision is coming up, and it's a game changer.
Ice cream, things of that nature. Always something with sugar. Things that are not good for her. Just it seems like the worse it is for her, the more she likes it.
I look like a monster. It hurts to move, it hurts to walk, it hurts to do just about everything. All of the day-to-day tasks, cooking a meal, walk my daughter to the playground, all the things that people take for granted are very difficult for me to do.
Major props to Paula. Realizing she needs a serious shakeup, she decides to pack up and move closer to her doctor to show she's serious about losing weight. This is a huge step, showing she's ready to flip her life upside down for a shot at better health. But before she goes, there's one last family BBQ that's anything but light.
I've gone to the doctor. I'm just trying to stick to my diet, but it's hard. The doctor is hesitant to do the surgery on people that he can't check up on. I've decided if I'm going to dedicate myself to this, that I need to move to Houston to be closer to Dr. Nawazardin's office.
Talk about a farewell feast. Paula has one last hurrah with the fam, chowing down on all the classics. Hamburgers, hot dogs, and loads of BBQ chicken. It's a heartfelt but super stuffed goodbye, and it highlights just how hard it is to break old habits. Strap in, we're about to see how Stephanie manages her supermarket adventures.
Hot dogs and hamburgers.
Every time that there's an event or a family gathering, we have lots of food. I associate food with every good moment. It's going to be hard to break that habit.
Paula, are you getting excited?
I'm usually here alone most of the day. It's lonely. That's why I love eating with my family.
Stephanie zooms around the grocery store in a motorized cart that's struggling under her weight, starting her shopping spree at the bakery section. Yep, cakes and cookies are up first. No veggies in sight. Her food choices are like a roadmap to disaster, paving the way for more health problems. Don't touch that dial. The circus of culinary chaos is just getting started.
There's your pizza.
My life's completely out of control. But I know I need to lose the weight so I can live longer, be healthy. Here you go, Mama. Thank you. I need help.
Guess what? At the very beginning, the narrator kicks things off by chatting about the absolutely bonkers recipes and humongous portions that the peeps on My 600 LB Life have tackled. For the past few months, the folks at Plot Twist have been diving deep into some of the most outrageous meals from the show. This little chat sets us up for a wild ride into the wacky world of extreme eating on TV. Buckle up because we're just getting started.
Without at least a little bit of a sweet tooth, and I'll admit that I succumb to the occasional midnight snack. However, I don't know anyone that eats like the patients on My 600-Pound Life. Every single episode in the series shares one common thread: an unhealthy addiction to food.
Imagine loving to cook, but tipping the scales at 800 pounds. Julian Valentine, clocking in at over 800 pounds, really digs cooking, which he counts as one of his biggest joys. Even though he's super passionate about his kitchen time, the stuff he whips up often leans towards the not-so-healthy, contributing big time to his weight issues. His wife Irma digs his cooking, especially the salmon and veggies, but even she admits that these healthy dishes are a rare treat. Hold tight because Julian's daily food fiesta is up next.
My first start in the morning when I wake up is I'm still alive.
I didn't die well. I dread getting out of bed in the morning.
Karina's obsession with food is so bad that she's genuinely surprised to wake up every day. Can you imagine what that must be like?
You won't believe how Julian starts his day. The clip rolls into Julian's daily grind, starting with a massive breakfast spread of pancakes, bacon, and eggs, and then munching non-stop until dinner hits the table. This part really zooms in on the mountain of food he plows through from morning to night, showing just how tough it is for him to manage his diet. Stick around, the next bit shows how all this chowing down really messes with his day-to-day life.
Daily basis, but those items should not be on your must-haves. The closest thing that we have there is juice, and even that's a major stretch. If she's eating like this every single time she goes to the supermarket, it's no wonder she needs Dr. Now's help.
You gonna go home for dinner?
Bye. Bye.
The battle isn't just with the fork, it's a full-on war. David opens up about the brutal physical challenges and pain he faces doing simple stuff, all because of his weight. This moment is a real eye-opener, showing the heavy emotional and physical toll obesity takes, and how munching for comfort becomes a vicious cycle. Brace yourself because the struggle with everyday tasks is coming up.
Did I hear that right? So before now, shame has stopped her from eating everything she wants. So what is she gonna do now that nobody's here to judge?
I'll have 2 medium pizzas with pepperoni and sausage, 1 order of your cheese sticks, 24 honey chipotle wings, and the double chocolate chip brownie.
Oh my god, that's an ungodly amount of.
Ever seen a breakfast that could feed a small army? Dolly whips up a monstrous morning meal with 15 eggs for just her and a buddy, totally blasting past any normal eating limits. This scene is a perfect snapshot of the extreme eating the show loves to spotlight, and it's just nuts seeing how much grub is on the table. Get ready, because the consequences of these mega meals are just around the corner.
Apparently that massive order she just made isn't gonna be enough to tide her over. And side note, how does she keep chocolate under the couch cushion without it starting to smell or melt? I mean, there's no way that's sanitary.
That's the pizza.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine. Got it. Thank you.
This next scene is a doozy. Ryan, who's shacked up with his mom and her beau, orders a breakfast that's seriously stacked. Breakfast burritos, sausage, bacon, the works. Later, his mom Tammy comes home with takeout, and the sheer size of Ryan's portion compared to everyone else's is just jaw-dropping. Don't go anywhere, because we're about to dive even deeper into how this overeating is really cramping his style.
Walking hurt because of all the strain on my body. My knees hurt, my back hurts, my ankles sting, even my shoulders hurt from all the weight I'm carrying. And it's gotten to the point where it's getting unbearable to go up the stairs.
Well, Sarah can make it up the stairs, which is more than most of the patients on my 600-pound life can say.
Habits. Gotta see it to believe it. Nathan, once a theater teacher, starts his day piling his plate with sausage, biscuits, eggs, and bacon. His wife Amber rolls in with dinner takeout later, and she can't hide her disgust at his eating habits. This bit gets real about the personal and relationship drama that food addiction stirs up. But hang on, there's another meal coming up that might just top all this.
But if she doesn't obsess about food, going up the stairs to shower wouldn't be such a big deal. I see the problem here.
I still make Sarah's food. I make her plate for her. I know I put too much food on the plate, but if I don't, she'll badger me until I put more on there. And I'm not even sure why I do it.
Yeah, I'm seeing more of the problem now.
Just when you think it can't get any weirder, here comes Bianca. After her weight loss surgery alongside her boyfriend Romante, Bianca throws together a dinner that's out of this world. Garlic bread with spaghetti and ranch dressing thrown on top. This dish not only shows her struggles with keeping healthy post-surgery, but also her wild culinary choices sliding back into old habits. Gear up for the grand finale as we wrap up these crazy culinary tales.
Okay, one trip to the supermarket and we're already seeing why Paula is, fueling up beyond capacity. A liter of soda should never be your favorite, and something tells me that the rest of the trip isn't gonna be any smoother.
I love food. I don't just like food, I love food.
We kick off with TLC's My 600 LB Life, where folks lug themselves to Houston to see the legendary Dr. Now, a wizard of weight loss surgery, who rolls the dice on some pretty risky cases. Most patients bounce out feeling pumped pumped with a fresh start, but not all stories end on a high note. We're talking surgery snafus, mental breakdowns, and a whole array of other bummers. And you thought this was just a regular Tuesday night show, didn't you? Buckle up, it's just getting juicy.
On TLC's My 600 Pound Life, patients trek to Houston, Texas to meet with Dr. Now, a world-renowned weight loss surgeon who takes a chance on higher patients. Many patients enter his office and leave with a new lease on life, but sadly, this isn't the case for everyone. Today, we're discussing the patients who tragically passed away and offer our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones who have been affected by these losses over the years.
Enter Sean Milliken, tipping the scales at a wild 900 plus pounds, making him the heaviest to grace the show. After meeting Dr. Now, he sheds a whopping 400 pounds. But fate throws some curveballs. Mom passes away, his pad floods thanks to Hurricane Harvey, and then the poor guy faces an infection that ends his journey at just 29 years old. Think that's intense? Wait till you see what's up next.
Sean Milliken was the heaviest patient My 600 Pound Life has ever seen. He weighed well over 900 pounds when his episode aired. After he saw Dr. Now's guidance, he was able to lose 400 pounds, but sadly it was too late. In the span of 3 years after filming his episode, Sean suffered a series of tragedies. First, his mom passed away unexpectedly, and then his apartment was flooded in the wake of Hurricane Harvey.
James K is practically a rebel without a cause, fighting Dr. Now at every turn. He's loaded up at 791 pounds, sneaking snacks, and fibbing about his diet. Even with Dr. Now's help, his weight balloons to 840 pounds, and sadly, his health taps out just a few years post-show.
One of the most controversial patients of My 600 Pound Life was James K. He was notorious for fighting back against Dr. Now at every opportunity. His wife, Lisa, was always sneaking food into the hospital to satisfy him and would even assist James in lying to Dr. Now about his progress. In case you were wondering, yes, this is the patient who made his young daughter drop out of high school to feed him and take care of him all day.
Gina Krasley from season 8 picks up her life and moves to kickstart her weight loss journey with Dr. Now, dropping an impressive 300 pounds. But just as things are looking up, health issues related to mobility and an eating disorder take center stage, and she exits the stage at 30.
A patient from season 8 relocated from Houston to New Jersey with her wife in order to start her life over in Dr. Now's weight loss program. Like many patients, she struggled to drop weight at first, but ultimately ended up dropping 300 pounds by the end of her journey. In April of 2021, Gina released a YouTube video updating fans about her progress, and things sadly took a turn for the worse.
Kelly Mason lights up the screen with her touching journey, knocking her weight down under Dr. Now's care. She makes great strides, but then tragedy strikes. A heart attack snatches her away soon after her transformation.
Mason gave us one of the most emotional and distressing episodes My 600 Pound Life has ever seen. Kelly weighed in at 724 pounds, but was able to bring her weight down when she focused and consulted with Dr. Now. Dr. Now had a soft spot for Kelly, and the two joked around a lot. He was impressed with her performance more so than he was with any other patient, and it was heartwarming and emotional to witness firsthand.
Lisa Fleming's situation is dire from the get-go, bedridden and massively overweight. She manages to shed 200 pounds, but it's too little too late and she passes away, showing just how brutal this battle can be.
A week before Lisa passed away, her castmate James LB suffered an untimely death as well. LB was a fan favorite for his dedication, optimism, and warm personality. He amassed a huge following on social media and was one of the show's biggest successes as he lost half of his body weight thanks to Dr. Now's guidance and procedure. LB came onto the show at the unfathomable weight of 650 pounds.
LB Bonner, who became a fan fave with his sunny disposition and whopping weight loss, faces an unseen foe, depression. Despite losing half his body weight, his mental health struggles lead to a tragic end.
Fleming is another patient who sadly did not survive after her episode. In fact, Lisa is one of the 3 patients from season 6 who tragically passed away after receiving weight loss surgery. Lisa was bedridden for many years due to her weight, which was well over 700 pounds. In her episode, fans watched 7 paramedics attempt to get her out of her house. Quality of life was one of the poorest we've ever seen on the show.
Robert Buchel sheds 340 pounds, but then faces a new enemy, addiction to painkillers. His journey on the show ends abruptly with a fatal heart attack. So when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, Henry's story is about to blow your mind.
Robert Buchel was the 3rd patient from season 6 to pass away. This New Jersey native traveled all the way to Houston for doctor's help. He was 840 pounds at the time, but was able to drop 340 pounds due to bariatric surgery. Robert, however, suffered from a painkiller addiction that made it difficult to progress. In episode 8 of season 6, Robert actually passed away on the show due to a fatal heart attack.
Henry Foots, looking to slim down for a high school reunion, loses over half his initial weight. He survives a near-death experience on the operating table, but ultimately passes away a year later. And you thought your high school reunion was stressful. Keep watching, because there's always another twist around the corner.
Thing at a time, it's all about breaking old habits, you know? All about breaking old habits.
Okay, so get this. Lisa Epperson, a 51-year-old living in the itty-bitty town of Fairbury, Nebraska, is bunking with her boyfriend of a decade, Randy. They've been in a tough spot, like really tough. She's stuck in bed with major weight issues and their place. Not exactly the cover of Better Homes and Gardens. It's kinda sad with Randy playing nurse despite his own health dramas. Strap in because you won't believe what's up next.
1-year-old Lisa Epperson lives in a very small city in Nebraska called Fairbury with her boyfriend of 10 years, Randy. Both people in this relationship are very unhealthy. Lisa quite obviously has problems with her weight, and it is said throughout the episode that Randy has some issues with his blood pressure. Considering Randy has a nasal cannula, I would assume that's because Randy doesn't get enough oxygen into his blood.
Oh boy, this part's a doozy. Lisa spills the beans on her rough childhood, complete with a dad who was more into his booze than playing Happy Families, and a downright horrifying assault when she was just a teen. This cocktail of chaos turned her to food for comfort, packing on the pounds and trapping her in a vicious cycle. Buckle up, because her meeting with Dr. Now is just around the corner.
Are worded by two of her friends. The trauma of this assault made Lisa eat even more. She claims that she wanted to become fat and unattractive so that nobody would want to touch her again. However, Lisa became pregnant at the age of 16, the same time her sister got pregnant, so Lisa's poor mother had to deal with 2 pregnant kids in the same house. Shortly after she gave birth to a baby boy, she got married to a man who was in prison.
Here's where it gets juicy. Lisa has a virtual sit-down with Dr. Now, and let's just say he's not handing out gold stars. He lays into her about her snack-loving ways and gives Randy a piece of his mind for letting it slide. Despite the wake-up call, these two can't seem to swap the chips for salad just yet. Peek the next bit for Lisa's battle with her diet.
Meeting with Dr. Now over Skype, and you better get used to seeing these meetings over the screen, as we actually never see Lisa and Dr. Now meet in person. Dr. Now doesn't just confront Lisa about her unhealthy eating habits, he also confronts Randy about his enabling behavior. By the end of the Skype call, Randy really starts to blame himself and obviously feels very guilty about being an enabler.
And just when you think it can't get more bonkers, it does. Post-doc pep talk, Lisa's munching habits go rogue, totally ignoring the whole 1,200 calorie plan. There's Randy, bless him, loading up on every no-no snack in the grocery store. Eyes on the screen because Randy's about to have his own meltdown.
A bit of cookies.
You want bacon cheddar? You want jalapeno cheddar?
Just grab one of each one. We need about 7 boxes of cereal, so keep track of what you throw in there. Get something with sugar on it. Okay, now go to the candy aisle, and then we're gonna go to the chip aisle. I don't know, get 5 bags. You might just get a couple jars of that dip too. Okay, and then go over and get like 6 frozen pizzas.
You've gotta see this. It's like something out of a soap opera. Randy starts having chest pains and leg troubles right when you'd hope they'd both be getting their act together. And Lisa, she's more interested in chatting up the camera than helping her man. What's coming up might just make your jaw drop.
Really weird, as Lisa doesn't really seem to care much about her 62-year-old partner having chest pains and then saying that his left leg hurts. If I were her, I would have sent him straight to hospital, but all she suggests is that he lies down in case it gets better and that he can go to hospital if he wants. What irks me the most about this scene is that Randy is laying on the bed in what looks like tremendous pain, and Lisa is just talking to the camera.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it totally does. Lisa throws a major fit when a dietitian and a physical therapist come knocking, trying to steer her back on track. She's having none of it, slamming doors in faces and throwing shade like it's her job. You won't want to miss the showdown that follows.
Which is obviously something she desperately needs, as lifting very small looking weights is not going to do the trick. On Lisa's second call with Dr. Now, she is confronted about her hesitance to start physical therapy. Lisa says that she is confused by the diet and she just acts difficult. Dr. Now has probably heard these excuses about 1,000 times.
Hold on to your popcorn, folks. This confrontation is a game changer. After Randy's scary brush with the Grim Reaper thanks to COVID-19, Lisa finally sees the light. She drops a bunch of weight while hospitalized, and it looks like she might actually turn things around. Keep watching. Her transformation is nothing short of a TV miracle.
Incredibly angry at the dietitian and screams at the poor woman until she leaves the house. It doesn't go any better with the physical therapist either. Before the physical therapist even walks into the house, she's met with Lisa's unwarranted hostility. Lisa then screams at the physical therapist, saying that she shouldn't be at Lisa's house so late before sending her out the house.
And just when you need a little hope, here it comes. Post-tragedy, Lisa's pals step up to the plate, nudging her towards healthier choices and a bit of treadmill time. It's a breath of fresh air after all that drama. Stay tuned, because Lisa's about to show us what she's made of.
Death of her partner and her own near-death experience humbled her, and I can only hope that she's doing as well as she possibly can.
The real talk hits hard when she spills the beans about feeling like a giant burden to her kids because of her non-stop munching. She acknowledges that her actions, driven by her inability to control her eating habits, are negatively impacting her children's lives. Just when you think it can't get more intense, the next scene really cranks it up a notch.
I know I'm doing this to them because I won't stop eating. Love you. Drive safe. Jacob, put a jacket on.
The bus is here.
I've told all of them I'm sorry that I let myself get into the situation, but I don't even know how to stop eating.
Flashback time. She dives into a childhood memory where she played the sneaky hero, eating her sister's leftovers to save her from a whopping. This act, motivated by love and fear, started her pattern of overeating, revealing how her mom's way of showing love through food really messed things up. Strap in, because the emotional roller coaster is just picking up speed.
I would sneak and help her with her plate so they wouldn't get punished. But at the same time, food was my mother's love to me. So I just ate everything I was given, and I just wanted more and more.
I do sometimes blame myself for Miller being the way she is. But at the time, I thought it was fine that she ate that much.
Graduation day, and no gown fits because she tipped the scales at 350 pounds. That's a tough pill to swallow at any age. She describes her high school graduation, highlighting her embarrassment over not fitting into a gown due to her weight of 350 pounds. This moment underscores her growing self-awareness and societal pressures about her size. The next part? Oh, it's a doozy.
So I kept gaining, and I just kept getting bigger. When I graduated high school, I was pushing 350, and they did not have a gown to fit me. I was so embarrassed. Shortly after that, I met my husband, Elroy. I think everyone was surprised when I got married.
Even with her own life in chaos, her heart's in the right place as she talks about adopting kids from tough spots. The woman details her journey of adopting children from troubled backgrounds, expressing her compassion and desire to provide a better life for them. This reflects her deep capacity for love and care despite her own struggles. Buckle up, because the Feels train is about to get real.
So we started by adopting Jacob when I was 30. And within the next 2 years, we adopted Hannah and Caleb. Then when I was 38, we adopted Joshua. And that's how I got my babies. But when I was 40...
things get even more real as her kids step up to the plate, taking over the house duties because mom can't much move anymore. The responsibilities of her children are emphasized as she becomes increasingly immobile due to her weight. Her children's roles are reversed as they take care of their mother, highlighting the severe impact of her condition on the family dynamics. And guess what? It only gets wilder from here.
I have to do everything because Elroy started to have health issues a couple of years ago, and he's gotten worse. Hey! But he can get around with his walker still, but he mostly has to be in his wheelchair.
A lot of health issues going on myself. I'm in end-stage renal failure.
Sending off her kiddo with a heavy heart and a shopping list, she reminds us all about the tough love and tough times in this family. A heartfelt goodbye as her child leaves after grocery shopping emphasizes her dependency and the emotional weight her condition has on family interactions. She expresses love and gratitude amidst the challenges they face. Hang on, because there's more chaos to come.
I love you. Bye. Love you, baby.
I do mostly all the grocery shopping now, because my dad can't walk in stores. I don't usually see my friends grocery shop unless they're with their parents. They don't do it by themselves. Let's go to Candy. Chocolate clusters. You like these?
Here she goes calling for backup again because getting up is a no-go. In a moment of helplessness, she calls for her children to assist her with basic needs, illustrating her physical limitations and the daily struggles that come with her condition. This reflects the intense dependency and the emotional toll on both her and her children. Next up, prepare for a twist that'll knock your socks off.
Okay, love. Joshua, come on.
Two. All right, let's go.
Hold up. Wait for Hannah.
Okay, done. I know it's horrible for them. And if I'm gonna do anything for them, I have to do it from this bed.
Hubby steps into the confession booth, admitting that feeding her might be loving, but it's also harming. Her husband expresses guilt and sadness over bringing her food, acknowledging that while it's done out of love, it is contributing to her health issues. This reveals the conflict and emotional turmoil her family experiences as they try to support her. Don't go away now. It's about to get even juicier.
You know, we bring her the food because we love her, but I know we're harming her. So basically, I kind of blame myself.
Everything's not as good. Pepper cheese is good. I don't think I cooked enough though, but
I love Miller a hell of a lot over the death, which is basically what I'm doing. I'm killing my wife.
She's staring down the barrel of a very loaded gun. Her eating habits might just be the end of her. She confronts her mortality, fearing death due to her uncontrollable eating habits. This candid admission highlights her awareness of the dire consequences of her lifestyle and her deep fears for her future. And just when you thought it couldn't get more intense, the finale is up next.
I feel like I'm just out of control with my eating habits. And I know every time I take a bite of food, it's getting me that much closer to death. And that's my nightmare right now, that I'm gonna go to sleep and not wake up.
It's the final showdown, and she's terrified of leaving her kids with memories of her stuck in bed. The episode concludes with her expressing a fear of dying and leaving a painful legacy for her children. She worries about the memories her children will hold, stressing her desire to change for their sake and her realization of the impact of her health on her family's future. Hold on to your seats, because this emotional roller coaster is taking one last wild turn.
I think she's trying to kill herself with food, and I'm worried that she's not gonna make it.
I don't wanna die like this. This is not the memory that I want for my children to have.